Hey everyone, in this video I'll be talking about how I plan my first pair and how I look for my first pair. And before I move on to explaining my thought process, I should clear this out that a pre-requirement for this to work is to have a solid practice of planning your cross in inspection and also executing it well in the solve. So if you can do that, then you should move on to planning your first pair and beyond if you can. Depending on the scramble and the cases. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so here is a scramble, and I'll be using this scramble to demonstrate how I plan my first pair. So for before starting that, I'll just go over how I'll be solving this cross. So the cross, I'll be using the white cross for explaining this because I'm sure a lot of you out there use the white cross only. So the cross pieces are here, 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 and here. And so my first move is going to be putting this one in the back. So this white blue will go here, and I'll insert this white orange right there with an R prime, with the R prime, and then I'll do F and then D and then F to R prime. So that's how it's gonna be. So now I know that how I'll be solving the cross. The first thing I do is I look for any two corners that stand out the most. Obviously that go with the white face. So I see this and this. Now what I'll do here is I'll also look for the edges that go with these. So one of the edges is here and the other one is right there. Uh, blue and orange and blue and red, and these two corners. Now what I do here is I play an animation, sort of an animation in my head, and I imagine moving the pieces as I solve the cross. So um, I know how I'll be solving the cross and I know the exact moves. So I'll sort of play an animation in my head and I'll track these pieces, the F2L pairs in my head, and see where they'll end up. So depending on the scramble, you might be able to find the exact position of the first pair, or you can have a vague idea. In this scramble particularly, I have an exact idea of where the pieces will end up. So that being said, I am looking at these two and this, and now I just played an animation in my head, and uh, I know that when I solve the cross, when I do all the moves of my cross, this piece won't move. This will just stay right here. And yeah, so this is a good thing because this is going to be staying in the top layer. And I'll also look at the edge now. So when I do a D to insert this piece down, this piece comes here, so this one goes there, and then I will do F and then another D, and this piece will shift right over here, and then when I do F2, this will come on the top. So all of this comes with a little bit of practicing. I also recommend doing untimed solve for this to get the idea of playing that animation in your head and imagining stuff like pieces moving around the cube. So yeah, so I'll just move forward with this. So D R prime, this stays right here, this comes over here, then F and then D and then F2 R prime. So this piece is right in front of me as I predicted, and this corner stayed over there. So you can just solve the rest of the cube normally. So yeah. So I'll show you another scramble right here. So the cross pieces are right here and right here. So I'll tell you how I'll solve this cross. So I'll hold the cube like this and I'll do a D prime and then L prime to D prime to move this piece here, and then I'll insert this. So these three will be correct in relation to each other, and this piece will end up right here at this spot, and then I'll just have to do a D and then R. Yeah, okay, so that's how the cross is gonna be. And now these two corners stand out to me the most, and now I know that how I'll be solving the cross. I'll play that animation in my head and see where the pieces will go. So I know that when I insert this piece right here, this corner will move up to this spot, and this one will go back there, and the edges that go with these are here and here, the blue and orange and the green and orange. So that being said, I'll track these four pieces all together. So these two will go in the back, and this will come up uh, paired up with this. And my last move just involves this, the down face and the right face. So I know that these, after doing the first two moves, this one and this one, the white, orange and blue, and this edge and the white, green and orange will stay at their places. So I'll solve the cross. So I just do a D prime, L prime. So these two went in the back and these two ended up in front of me like I predicted, and then D prime R, and like I said, these are here and these are here. So you can just move on to the normal solve now. Yeah. So I'll just give you guys one more example. So here is another scramble on the screen, and I'll just tell you my solution for the cross. So the cross pieces are here, here, here and here. So first thing I'll do is I'll hold the cube like this, and then I'll do a U and then insert this red one down, and with that this piece will come over here, and then I can insert it with the B prime, and then finally this edge will end up there. So I'll just do L, F prime, L prime, and then just a D. Okay, so that's my cross, and now I'll be looking at two corner pieces that stand out the most. So this one stands out the most and this one does. So yeah, so I'll just track the edges now. So here is one edge that goes with this corner, and the other edge that goes with this is right here paired up. So now I'll play an animation in my head like I do as always. So when I shift this over here, this white and green one, and then I do the R move and then do a B prime, this corner will end up in the top layer right in front of me, and this one will come to the side. So and then I can, when I insert this one, this corner will move from here to here, and this corner will go down. So I know that this one will be ending up in the top layer, and it actually will be paired up in the back, I think. So yeah, I'll move on with the solution now. So U R B prime. Okay, so the edge is in the back. I forgot to track it. That's a mistake I do make sometimes. I'm still getting better at it. But anyway, I'll insert this and this. So I know that this and this I can solve, and the other corners in the back I have an idea of what my second F2L pair can be. So that's how I track my first pair, and sometimes there are scrambles where I'm not able to track my first pair. It barely happens that I am not able to track my first pair in inspection, but when I'm not able to, what I do is, and what you can do is, you can try solving the cross very slowly uh, while tracking your first pair and looking at some of the pieces that go with the cross. Like you can select a corner piece and one edge piece, and then track them while solving the cross. So that is my thought process of solving, tracking my first pair and choosing my first pair. And I hope this made sense, and I hope this video helps some of you guys out there. So yeah, thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for more videos like these.